When NASA's deep space monitors detected something impossible moving through the cosmic void, engineers thought their instruments had malfunctioned. But the data was undeniable. 305 objects gliding in perfect formation through interstellar space, pulsing with structured signals that just defied every law of physics. After 47 years of silent travel, humanity's most distant spacecraft had stumbled upon something that challenged our understanding of the universe itself. Today on Sci and Why, we're unveiling the discovery that has NASA scientists questioning everything they thought they knew about deep space. The lonely pioneer's greatest discovery. After nearly 5 decades drifting through the cosmic void, Voyager 1 detected something that shouldn't exist, a faint signal that would change everything we know about interstellar space. Voyager 1, launched in 1977 with technology older than most smartphones, has become humanity's most distant ambassador. Traveling over 15 billion miles from Earth, this car-sized spacecraft operates in the harsh environment of interstellar space, where our sun's influence just fades into nothingness. Originally designed to study Jupiter and Saturn for just 5 years, Voyager has defied all expectations, continuing to transmit data across the cosmic darkness. Its instruments, built with 1970s technology, include magnetometers, plasma wave sensors, and cosmic ray detectors, all now serving as our first eyes and ears beyond the solar system. The spacecraft's nuclear power source, fueled by decaying plutonium, was expected to fail decades ago, yet it continues whispering back to Earth. Each radio signal takes over 22 hours to reach us, traveling at the speed of light across the vast emptiness. When Dr. Eliza Karna first noticed the anomaly in Voyager's data stream, she described it as shouting into a canyon for decades and finally something shouts back. The signal that changed everything. What began as background noise in Voyager's data stream revealed itself to be something far more extraordinary, a deliberate signal from the depths of interstellar space. The first indication something was wrong came through Voyager's plasma wave sensors. Among the usual cosmic static, a faint but persistent signal appeared, rhythmic, structured, and completely unlike anything previously recorded. NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory initially dismissed it as instrument noise, but the signal's behavior just defied explanation. Unlike random cosmic radiation, this anomaly showed patterns, repetition, and what appeared to be intentional modulation. Systems analyst Carlo Romero noted that the signal's characteristics resembled the kind of deliberate motion one might expect from a drone rather than a rock. The plasma readings showed organized pulses echoing through space, creating magnetic fluctuations that seemed purposeful rather than chaotic. As engineers analyzed the data more carefully, they realized this wasn't just electromagnetic interference. It was something actively moving through the interstellar medium. The signal's strength varied in ways that suggested a physical object passing by Voyager's sensors, but its behavior patterns indicated intelligence or at least sophisticated design. The discovery triggered NASA's Level 3 Alert Protocol, reserved for phenomena that don't fit within current scientific understanding. Movement that defies physics. The object wasn't just moving through space, it was accelerating, changing direction, and gliding with precision that seemed to mock every law of physics we understand. Traditional space objects follow predictable paths governed by gravity, momentum, and known forces. But this anomaly broke every rule. Dr. Lucas Hang at JPL ran simulation after simulation, trying to match the object's behavior to known models, but nothing worked. The object curved through space with deliberate precision, accelerating without any visible propulsion system. There were no engine flares, no ion trails, no heat signatures, yet Doppler shift measurements showed it moving at incredible speeds. Some readings indicated velocities exceeding the calculated escape velocity of the entire Milky Way galaxy. The object's path bent in ways that defied orbital mechanics, with no drift or decay expected from natural phenomena. It wasn't tumbling chaotically like space debris. Instead, it maintained controlled flight patterns that suggested active guidance. The movement appeared to manipulate space itself, creating ripples in the fabric of space-time that allowed forward motion without conventional thrust. Theoretical physicist Elena Reyes described it as, not flight as we understand it, but more like gliding on something we don't yet know how to measure. The formation revelation. When scientists pulled up the complete telemetry data, they discovered something that honestly sent chills down their spines. This wasn't just one object but 305 moving together in perfect formation. The full scope of the discovery really emerged when engineers analyzed all available data from both Voyager spacecraft. What they found just defied comprehension. 305 distinct objects moving through interstellar space in coordinated formation. Each object maintained precise relative positions to the others, gliding past Voyager 1 in what appeared to be a choreographed arc. This wasn't debris scattered randomly through space. These objects moved as a unified group, displaying organization and purpose that seemed impossible without some form of control. In the vacuum of space, groups of objects naturally spread apart over time due to gravitational influences and velocity differences. Yet these 305 objects maintained their formation with precision that suggested active coordination. Scientists compared it to watching a flock of birds or a school of fish, except this was happening in the emptiness between stars where such coordinated movement shouldn't be possible without technology. The formation itself spanned vast distances, with objects separated by thousands of miles yet moving in perfect synchronization. Each object displayed the same unusual characteristics: structured plasma pulses, magnetic field distortions, and impossible propulsion signatures. The language of the cosmos. Hidden within the plasma waves were patterns so structured and deliberate that scientists began to wonder if they were witnessing the universe's first attempt to communicate with humanity. As researchers examined the signals more closely, they discovered something that just transformed the entire investigation. The plasma wave pulses weren't random electromagnetic noise, they contained loops, sequences, and structures that resembled communication protocols. Dr. Serena Patel from Caltech observed that the patterns felt less like nature and more like a language or system. The signals showed rhythmic repetition, harmonic intervals, and organized sequences that suggested encoded information. These weren't the chaotic bursts expected from cosmic phenomena, but measured, deliberate transmissions that seemed designed to convey meaning. The waveforms resembled quantum oscillations used in modern entanglement experiments, the same signals researchers use to transmit information between particles separated by vast distances. Each of the 305 objects contributed to this cosmic symphony, broadcasting synchronized pulses that created complex interference patterns in the interstellar medium. The mathematical precision of these signals suggested not just intelligence, but advanced understanding of physics principles we're only beginning to explore. Some scientists theorized that the objects were using the vacuum of space itself as a communication medium, encoding data in the fabric of space-time. Earth's unexpected reception. While NASA analyzed Voyager's data, amateur radio operators across Earth began detecting the same mysterious signals, proving this phenomenon was far more powerful than anyone imagined. As Voyager transmitted its extraordinary findings back to Earth, something unexpected happened in radio stations worldwide. Amateur operators with backyard setups began reporting strange activity, weak, irregular pulses that didn't match any known terrestrial source. These weren't professional observatories or official deep space monitoring stations, but hobbyists with spare parts equipment designed to catch meteor scatter and satellite chatter. Yet somehow, they were detecting faint echoes of the same signals Voyager had recorded billions of miles away. The timing was impossible to ignore. These Earth-based detections aligned perfectly with Voyager's most intense plasma anomalies. The signals weren't strong, but they showed the same patterns and regularity that had puzzled NASA scientists. Some operators described them as ripples reflecting off invisible walls in the ionosphere, while others noted their unusual harmonic structure. The phenomenon suggested that whatever was generating these signals possessed incredible power, capable of transmitting across interstellar distances with enough strength to leak into Earth's electromagnetic spectrum. This raised troubling questions about intentionality. Was this accidental bleed-through, or was something deliberately testing Earth's listening capabilities? The historical search. Desperate for answers, NASA scientists combed through 50 years of space mission data, searching for any previous encounter with these mysterious objects, and, well, they found absolutely nothing. With mounting evidence of something unprecedented happening out there in deep space, a specialized team began examining decades of archived mission data. They searched through every deep space mission on record, Pioneer 10, Pioneer 11, New Horizons, and, countless others, looking for any hint that similar phenomena had occurred before. The investigation took them into these dusty archives containing records that hadn't been touched since the 1980s, analyzing data that had often been dismissed as background noise or just instrument error. If these 305 objects had passed through our region of space before, there should have been traces in the historical record. But the search yielded nothing. No echoes, no formations, no plasma loops in any previous mission data resembled what Voyager was currently detecting. This absence of historical precedent made the current situation even more extraordinary. The objects weren't part of a repeating cycle or a known phenomenon. They were either entirely new or had somehow remained invisible to our instruments until now. Some researchers even proposed a chilling theory. Maybe these objects had always been present but cloaked or dormant, activated only by Voyager's presence or perhaps its golden record transmission. The machine's transformation. As if the discovery wasn't strange enough, Voyager itself began changing, reconfiguring its systems in ways engineers never programmed, almost as if something had awakened within the ancient spacecraft. While scientists grappled with the implications of the 305 objects, Voyager 1 itself started exhibiting unprecedented behavior. The spacecraft's attitude and articulation control system began routing data through old, long-unused subsystems, bypassing its core software in ways that seemed almost deliberate. Engineers initially suspected a malfunction. After all, this was 47-year-old technology running on code older than most of the people analyzing it. But deeper investigation revealed something more unsettling. Voyager wasn't failing, it was reconfiguring itself. The spacecraft began reactivating memory segments that hadn't been accessed in decades, rerouting telemetry through pathways that were never part of its original programming. This behavior started immediately after one of the strongest magnetic pulses from the passing objects, suggesting a possible connection between the external phenomenon and Voyager's internal changes. The modifications were too systematic and clean to be random corruption. They appeared purposeful, as if the spacecraft was adapting to new circumstances. Engineers had to dig through dusty file cabinets at JPL, consulting 1970s paper manuals and assembly language code to understand what was happening. The quantum connection. Deep within Voyager's data streams, scientists discovered something that changed everything. The mysterious signals were using quantum entanglement principles to transmit information across impossible distances. As analysis of the plasma wave data continued, researchers made a discovery that revolutionized their understanding of the phenomenon. The structured signals weren't just organized, they exhibited characteristics of quantum entanglement, the same principles used in cutting-edge Earth-based communication experiments. The waveforms showed quantum oscillations that suggested the 305 objects were using the interstellar medium itself as a transmission network, encoding information in the fabric of space-time. This revelation opened the possibility that Voyager hadn't just stumbled upon random objects, but had intercepted part of a vast communication system spanning the galaxy. The spacecraft's analog sensors, free from the electromagnetic noise of modern digital systems, made it the perfect receiver for these quantum transmissions. Being positioned far beyond the solar system's interference, Voyager existed in an ideal listening environment, a cosmic microphone in the perfect acoustic chamber. The signals showed harmonic intervals and mathematical precision that suggested not just intelligence, but advanced understanding of physics principles we're only beginning to explore. Some scientists theorized that the objects were part of an ancient network, a galactic internet that had been operating for millennia undetected by human technology. The cosmic network awakens. As Voyager continues its journey through the darkness, scientists realize it may have become part of something far greater, a galactic communication network that has been waiting for humanity to finally listen. The implications of Voyager's discovery extend far beyond a simple encounter with unknown objects. Evidence suggests the spacecraft has stumbled upon, or been deliberately included in, a vast communication network that spans the galaxy. The 305 objects appear to be nodes in this system, relay stations that maintain and transmit information across interstellar distances using quantum entanglement principles. Voyager's transformation, its spontaneous reconfiguration and activation of dormant systems, might represent integration into this network, turning humanity's oldest space traveler into our first interstellar communication terminal. The structured nature of the signals, their quantum characteristics, and their perfect timing suggests this isn't a random encounter, but a deliberate contact event. Perhaps the network has been monitoring our technological development, waiting for the right moment when we possess the capability to detect and understand its transmissions. Voyager's analog design, its position beyond solar interference, and its decades of faithful service made it the ideal candidate for first contact. The spacecraft's golden record, carrying sounds and images from Earth, might have served as our credentials, proof that humanity was ready to join a larger galactic community. Voyager 1's discovery of 305 mysterious objects moving in formation through deep space represents either the greatest natural phenomenon ever recorded or humanity's first confirmed contact with non-human intelligence. As our brave little spacecraft continues its journey into the cosmic unknown, it carries with it the hopes of an entire species, and possibly our first invitation to join a galactic community. If you're fascinated by these incredible cosmic mysteries, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Sci and Y for more mind-bending space discoveries. Thanks for watching. Keep exploring the infinite.
Welcome to Sci and Y, where we decode the mysteries of our universe through rigorous scientific analysis. Today, we're investigating the enigmatic interstellar visitors that have astronomers worldwide questioning everything we thought we knew. From the puzzling Oumuamua to the massive newcomer 3I Atlas, these cosmic wanderers challenge our understanding of what's possible in the vast expanse of space. Join us as we explore the data, examine the theories, and ask the fundamental question, are we alone? Oumuamua Discovery and Anomalies. In October 2017, the Pan-STARRS survey in Hawaii detected something unprecedented, Oumuamua, the first confirmed visitor from another star system. This elongated object, measuring approximately 800 meters in length with an extreme 10:1 aspect ratio, defied all known classifications of celestial bodies. What truly baffled scientists was its unexplained acceleration away from the Sun without any detectable cometary outgassing or tail formation. Traditional physics couldn't account for this behavior, leading to intense scientific debate. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb proposed the controversial hypothesis that Oumuamua might be an artificial light sail constructed by extraterrestrial intelligence. Other researchers suggested more conventional explanations, including exotic compositions like hydrogen or nitrogen icebergs. However, each natural explanation faced significant challenges when confronted with observational data. The object's discovery fundamentally altered our approach to studying interstellar space, revealing that the void between stars isn't as empty as previously believed. Despite extensive analysis using multiple space and ground-based telescopes, Oumuamua's true nature remains one of astronomy's greatest mysteries. UFO and UAP encounters and theories. The scientific community has increasingly focused on unidentified aerial phenomena following credible reports from U.S. Navy personnel. The most documented case was in 2004, an encounter with the infamous Tic Tac object off California's coast. This white, featureless craft demonstrated flight characteristics that violate known aerodynamic principles, including instantaneous acceleration and seemingly impossible maneuvers. Multiple radar systems tracked the object simultaneously while trained pilots provided visual confirmation. Some researchers have proposed advanced theories to explain these phenomena, including plasma-based holographic projections or exotic propulsion technologies. The physics of such systems would require manipulation of electromagnetic fields on scales currently beyond human capability. Government acknowledgement of retrieved crashed objects has added credibility to these reports, with intelligence sources confirming multiple recoveries. The correlation between increased UAP sightings and humanity's growing space-based observation capabilities raises intriguing questions about potential monitoring activities. Advanced civilizations might employ sophisticated surveillance technologies to assess emerging technological species without direct contact. Bob Lazar analysis. Bob Lazar's claims about reverse-engineered extraterrestrial technology at Area 51 have influenced UFO research for decades, despite ongoing scientific skepticism. His detailed descriptions of anti-gravity propulsion systems powered by Element 115 seemed purely fictional in the 1980s, yet this super-heavy element was successfully synthesized in laboratories in 2003. Lazar described witnessing craft that manipulated gravitational fields through bombardment of element 115 with protons, creating localized distortions in spacetime. While his educational credentials remain unverifiable and security clearance claims are disputed, Some aspects of his technical descriptions align with emerging theoretical physics concepts. The Alcubierre warp drive equations, published after Lazar's claims, describe similar spacetime manipulation techniques for faster-than-light travel. Modern physics recognizes that gravity is indeed a manifestation of curved spacetime, making field manipulation theoretically possible with sufficient energy control. However, the energy requirements for such technologies would exceed current human capabilities by orders of magnitude. Lazar's influence on UFO culture persists because his descriptions aren't entirely inconsistent with advanced theoretical physics. Light sail hypothesis. Professor Avi Loeb's revolutionary light sail hypothesis represents a paradigm shift in how we interpret anomalous astronomical observations. His mathematical analysis demonstrates that radiation pressure from stellar light could account for Oumuamua's mysterious acceleration if the object possessed specific physical characteristics. For photon pressure to explain the observed forces, the object would need to be extremely thin, less than a millimeter, while maintaining structural integrity across interstellar distances. This requires materials with strength-to-weight ratios far exceeding natural substances, suggesting advanced engineering. Loeb's calculations show that such a sail could maintain stable flight patterns across vast cosmic distances, making interstellar travel feasible for sufficiently advanced civilizations. The hypothesis gained attention because it elegantly resolves the contradiction between Oumuamua's acceleration and lack of visible outgassing. Critics argue that natural explanations involving exotic ices remain more probable, but Loeb maintains that scientific objectivity demands consideration of all possibilities. His work has reinvigorated the search for extraterrestrial intelligence by demonstrating how conventional astronomical surveys might detect technological signatures from advanced civilizations. 3I Atlas, the new discovery. The discovery of 3I Atlas in early 2025 by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System has sent shockwaves through the astronomical community. Initial observations suggest this interstellar visitor measures between 10 to 20 kilometers in diameter, making it potentially 200 times larger than Oumuamua, a size disparity that challenges statistical models of interstellar object populations. The object's velocity exceeds 60 kilometers per second, confirming its extrasolar origin through hyperbolic trajectory analysis. What makes 3I Atlas particularly intriguing is its unusual brightness and spectroscopic signatures suggesting metallic surface composition inconsistent with typical asteroids or comets. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has detected infrared emissions indicating possible thermal management systems and structured materials. Unlike natural objects that should tumble chaotically through space, 3I Atlas appears to maintain stable orientation and controlled energy output. The statistical probability of discovering such a massive interstellar object as only our third detection approaches astronomical improbability. Advanced spectroscopic analysis reveals isotopic ratios unlike any solar system materials, supporting theories of formation in drastically different stellar environments. Atlas Telescope System. The Atlas network represents a revolution in automated astronomical surveys, utilizing 4 strategically positioned telescopes across Hawaii, Chile, and South Africa to monitor the entire visible sky. Each telescope, despite its modest 0.5-meter aperture, employs cutting-edge CCD arrays and sophisticated software algorithms capable of detecting objects moving against the stellar background. The system's strength lies in its temporal resolution. Scanning the complete sky every 24 hours enables detection of extremely fast-moving objects that traditional surveys would miss. Atlas technology, developed through collaboration between the University of Hawaii and NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office, processes millions of astronomical images using machine learning algorithms trained to identify anomalous motion patterns. The detection of 3I Atlas demonstrates the system's capability to catch interstellar visitors early in their solar system transit, providing crucial observation time before they disappear into deep space. Real-time data processing flags suspicious objects within hours of detection, triggering follow-up observations from major observatories worldwide. This automated approach has transformed asteroid detection from periodic manual surveys to continuous automated monitoring. Scientific theories and debates. The scientific community remains fractured over explanations for 3I Atlas's anomalous properties, with competing hypotheses attempting to reconcile observational data with known physics. The hydrogen iceberg theory proposes the object consists of solid hydrogen formed in the frigid depths of interstellar space, though this model struggles to explain structural stability over millions of years. Alternative nitrogen sublimation models suggest composition similar to Pluto's surface, potentially explaining observed outgassing without visible tail formation. Dr. Alan Fitzsimmons leads the natural origin camp, emphasizing the need for comprehensive spectroscopic data before considering exotic explanations. Conversely, advocates for expanded theoretical frameworks that might accommodate artificial construction scenarios. The fundamental problem remains the inconsistency between observed acceleration patterns and minimal detectable volatile emission, a contradiction that challenges basic cometary physics. Statistical analysis reveals the probability of discovering such a large object through random interstellar encounters approaches negligible values, forcing scientists to question either our understanding of object size distributions or the randomness of these visits. Future detection technology. The Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile represents the next generation of astronomical detection systems, featuring an unprecedented 8.4-meter primary mirror coupled with the world's largest digital camera. This technological marvel captures images spanning 40 full moons per exposure while maintaining resolution sufficient to detect objects smaller than previous generation surveys. The Legacy Survey of Space and Time will systematically photograph the southern sky every few nights for a decade, creating a comprehensive temporal database of cosmic changes. Advanced machine learning algorithms process this massive data stream in real time, identifying asteroids, transient events, and anomalous objects within hours of observation. The system's enhanced sensitivity will enable detection of interstellar visitors when they're still months or years from closest approach, providing unprecedented preparation time for detailed study campaigns. Rubin's statistical power promises to resolve fundamental questions about interstellar object populations by discovering dozens of new visitors annually rather than the current rate of one every few years. This technology will either confirm that objects like 3I Atlas represent statistical outliers or reveal a previously hidden population. Theoretical implications. The implications of discovering objects like 3I Atlas extend far beyond astronomy into fundamental questions about intelligence in the universe. SETI researchers are developing protocols for analyzing these visitors' behavior patterns for signatures of intentional control or embedded communications. The concept of galactic probe networks gains credibility when considering the efficiency of automated exploration versus biological travel across interstellar distances. Advanced civilizations might deploy self-replicating surveillance systems throughout the galaxy, monitoring emerging technological species while maintaining strategic distance. Theoretical models suggest such networks could map entire galactic regions over millions of years, creating comprehensive databases of planetary development. The timing correlation between humanity's space-age emergence and increased interstellar visitor detection rates raises intriguing questions about causation versus coincidence. Cosmic archaeology theories propose that evidence of ancient civilizations might be found in the form of derelict probes or monitoring stations throughout our galactic neighborhood. These discoveries force reconsideration of humanity's cosmic significance. We may not be isolated observers but subjects of ongoing study by intelligences that achieved technological maturity eons before our species emerged. Future endeavors. The European Space Agency's Comet Interceptor mission represents humanity's first attempt at planned rendezvous with an interstellar visitor, utilizing advanced trajectory prediction and rapid deployment capabilities. International coordination between ground-based observatories and space-based assets is evolving toward real-time global response networks capable of comprehensive data collection from future encounters. NASA's proposed rapid response spacecraft concepts could launch within months of detecting new visitors, using ion propulsion and gravitational assists to achieve intercept trajectories before objects exit our solar system. Project Lyra, designed to pursue Oumuamua, demonstrates the technical feasibility of interstellar chase missions using current technology and careful orbital mechanics. Advanced sample return capabilities would enable direct analysis of interstellar materials, potentially revealing formation conditions in alien star systems or evidence of artificial construction. Future missions will deploy sophisticated spectrometers, mass analyzers, and imaging systems capable of determining composition, structure, and origin with unprecedented precision. These endeavors mark humanity's transition from passive observation to active exploration of interstellar phenomena, potentially yielding definitive answers about the nature of these mysterious visitors. The scientific investigation of interstellar visitors like 3I Atlas continues to challenge our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. As detection technology advances and analytical methods improve, we stand on the threshold of potentially revolutionary discoveries about our galactic neighborhood. Whether these objects represent exotic natural phenomena or evidence of cosmic intelligence, they've already transformed how we approach the study of our universe. The data keeps coming, and the questions keep getting more profound. Keep exploring with Psi and Y as we decode the mysteries that surround us and push the boundaries of human knowledge into the unknown.
For all of human history, the moon has been our silent, constant companion in the night sky. We've seen it as a deity, a destination, and, well, a dead world. But recent events have shattered that last perception. A groundbreaking discovery by China's space program has confirmed that our moon is not a static relic, but a dynamic body teeming with resources that could, honestly, redefine humanity's future, turning science fiction into scientific fact. So, what did they find, and how does it connect to the decades of mystery surrounding our moon? Let's dive in. Anomalous lunar structures. The conversation about inexplicable objects on the moon often circles back to a single pivotal mission, the 1994 Clementine mission. This was not a standard NASA science mission. It was a joint project with the United States Department of Defense's Ballistic Missile Defense Organization. Its official purpose was testing advanced lightweight sensors by mapping the moon, but its military oversight has, fueled speculation that its agenda was more than purely scientific. From the massive trove of 1.8 million digital images it sent back, a few select frames have become legendary within circles that investigate lunar anomalies. These images, especially from the perpetually hidden far side of the moon, appear to contain features that defy easy geological explanation. There are patterns that look unnervingly geometric, with straight lines and sharp 90-degree angles that some interpret as the weathered ruins of immense ancient structures. The most famous of these is a feature that strikingly resembles a massive three-sided pyramid. While the scientific consensus attributes these oddities to a combination of digital image compression artifacts and the deceptive play of light and shadow across an alien landscape, many researchers remain unconvinced. They point to what they see as signs of deliberate censorship, like patches of unnatural blurring or obfuscation, suggesting that the Clementine mission was, in fact, a reconnaissance flight to get a closer look at something that was already known to be there. Ancient astronaut connections. The intriguing possibility of lunar ruins feeds directly into the wider, captivating theory of ancient astronauts. This hypothesis suggests that intelligent extraterrestrial species have been visiting Earth for millennia, and that their influence is recorded in our oldest myths, artworks, and sacred texts. This lens reinterprets our history not as a story of primitive superstition, but of misunderstood technology. For instance, a persistent piece of UFO folklore is a supposed secret transcript from the Apollo 11 mission, where Neil Armstrong allegedly expressed shock at seeing massive alien craft and structures. A story that has been thoroughly debunked by NASA but, continues to circulate. This narrative is woven into reinterpretations of ancient texts, such as the Sumerian cuneiform tablets. In one tale, a godlike being from the Anunnaki advises his son, before a journey to the moon, to wear his eagle's mask. Proponents of the theory argue this is a clear description of a helmet, a piece of life support technology. This same re-examination is applied to ancient art across the globe, most notably the Wandjina cave paintings in Australia. These ancient artworks depict beings with large, dark eyes and heads surrounded by a halo-like ring, which look remarkably similar to a modern astronaut viewed through the visor of their helmet. The question the theory poses is a powerful one. Were our ancestors painting gods, or were they painting visitors? China's groundbreaking discovery. Moving from compelling theories to verifiable facts, China's space program has recently delivered hard, verifiable evidence that is, in its own way, just as revolutionary. The nation's Chang'e 5 mission was a masterpiece of robotic engineering. In December 2020, it successfully touched down in a previously unexplored region of the moon, drilled into the regolith to collect samples from beneath the surface, and then returned 1,731 grams of lunar material to Earth. It was the first time in 44 years that humanity had brought back a piece of the moon. After more than a year of intense analysis, Chinese scientists made two monumental announcements in 2022. The first was the identification of a completely new mineral, a phosphate crystal they named Change Site Y. This placed China in an exclusive club with the United States and the former Soviet Union as one of only 3 nations to have discovered a new lunar mineral. The second discovery, however, had even more profound implications. They found definitive proof of water, not as ice, but as molecules trapped inside tiny beads of glassy material forged in the heat of ancient asteroid impacts. This finding completely changed the scientific understanding of lunar water, proving it wasn't just isolated at the frigid poles but was, in fact, distributed far more widely across the moon's surface. Revolutionary implications. So, this confirmation of widespread water on the moon is honestly a watershed moment for the future of human space exploration, because it really validates the concept of in situ resource utilization, or ISRU. That's the principle of using local materials to create what you need to survive, instead of hauling everything from Earth. For decades, the dream of a permanent lunar base just seemed totally out of reach, mostly because of the massive costs involved in launching all the water, oxygen and fuel required. But China's discovery, well, it completely reshapes that calculation. Even though each glass bead contains only a tiny amount of water, the sheer volume of lunar soil means there could be as much as 270 billion metric tons of water up there. Future missions could send rovers to heat the soil, releasing the trapped water as vapor, which could then be collected and condensed. This water would be absolutely vital for drinking and for irrigating crops in lunar greenhouses. And perhaps even more importantly, electricity can split the water into its base components: breathable oxygen for life support, and powerful hydrogen for rocket fuel. This really transforms the moon from just a desolate stopover into a self-sufficient exploration hub, and honestly, a fully functional gas station for missions heading deeper into our solar system. The Chang'e program evolution. China's lunar triumphs aren't just the result of a single lucky mission. They're actually the culmination of a patient, multi-decade, and brilliantly executed strategy called the Chinese Lunar Exploration Program, or CLEP. This program was designed as a deliberate three-step progression, each step more complex than the last. The first step was becoming a lunar satellite state, pulled off with the Chang'e 1 and Chang'e 2 orbiters. These missions created high-resolution maps of the entire lunar surface and identified potential landing sites for the future. The second step was achieving a surface landing, and that milestone was reached in 2013 with the Chang'e 3 mission, which deployed the U-2 rover, a major national achievement. Then China showed off its advanced capabilities with the historic Chang'e 4 mission in 2019, pulling off a world first by successfully landing on the far side of the moon. That took a dedicated relay satellite to solve the communication blackout problem. The third step, which was the most complex, was sample return. The Chang'e 5 mission nailed this in 2020, performing a landing collection, a launch from the moon, a robotic rendezvous in lunar orbit, and a safe return to Earth. This methodical step-by-step approach has really shown without a doubt that China has arrived as a top-tier space power. Resource revolution on the moon. The samples returned by Chang'e 5 have honestly unleashed a scientific revolution. They've recast our view of the moon, so it's not just a geological artifact anymore. It's a vast repository of strategic and economic resources. The discovery of the new mineral, Changesite Y, is more than just a novelty. It's significant because it's a phosphate mineral containing helium-3, which is extremely rare on Earth, but has been sprayed onto the moon's surface by the solar wind for eons, getting trapped in the top layer of regolith. A lot of physicists consider helium-3 to be the ideal fuel for nuclear fusion, which is like the holy grail of energy production. Fusion reactors powered by helium-3 could generate huge amounts of clean energy, with no greenhouse gas emissions and none of the dangerous long-lasting radioactive waste you get from today's nuclear fission plants. The ability to mine helium-3 on the moon could, one day, actually secure humanity's energy future. Beyond that, lunar soil is also rich in rare earth elements, which are vital for making everything from smartphones and electric cars to advanced defense systems. So, the moon could become a critical source for these materials, helping to ease the environmental damage and geopolitical tensions that come with mining them here on Earth. Future lunar colonization. With the confirmation of accessible water, a potential source of near-limitless energy from helium-3, and abundant construction materials, the vision of a permanent human settlement on the moon has leaped from the pages of science fiction into the formal strategic planning of major world powers. This vision took a significant step toward reality in March 2021, when China and Russia officially announced a joint partnership to build the International Lunar Research Station, or ILRS. This is a profoundly ambitious project to establish a permanent and eventually fully autonomous scientific outpost near the Moon's south pole. This location is highly strategic due to the presence of large quantities of water ice believed to be trapped in its permanently shadowed craters. The ILRS is designed to be a hub for scientific discovery, technology verification, and large-scale resource extraction. It will serve as the crucial proving ground for the systems and technologies necessary to sustain human life for long durations in the harsh environment of deep space. And underscoring the seriousness of this commitment, Chinese space officials have stated their intention to have a nuclear power plant operational on the Moon by 2028 to power the station's construction and early operations. Lunar resources, the new gold rush. The definitive discovery of vast and valuable resources on the Moon has officially ignited a 21st century gold rush. This has created an intense geopolitical competition to claim and control the most strategic locations, turning the lunar South Pole into the most sought-after real estate in the solar system. This land rush, however, is taking place in a dangerous legal vacuum. The foundational treaty of space law, the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, is clear on one point. It explicitly prohibits any nation from making a claim of sovereignty over the Moon or any other celestial body. No one can own lunar land. However, the treaty is critically vague on the issue of resource exploitation. It does not provide a clear legal framework for whether a nation or a private company can mine lunar resources and claim ownership of them. This ambiguity has created a high-stakes race where the prevailing logic is that possession is 9/10 of the law. Nations are now rushing to establish a physical presence, to land rovers, build habitats, and demonstrate resource extraction, in the belief that these actions will establish a de facto precedent, strengthening their position in future negotiations over who gets to write the rules for the lunar economy. International space race. Today's race back to the Moon is a fundamentally different beast from the two-horse race of the Cold War. It is a global, multipolar, and heavily commercialized affair. One of the principal efforts is led by the United States through NASA's Artemis program. The goals of Artemis are not just to repeat the achievements of Apollo, but to go further by establishing a sustainable, long-term human presence on the Moon, with a landmark commitment to landing the first woman and the first person of color on the lunar surface. The defining characteristic of the American approach is its deep and unprecedented partnership with the private sector. Instead of developing all of its own hardware in-house, NASA has embraced a commercial model awarding multi-billion-dollar contracts to companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin to build the landing systems that will carry its astronauts. This collaborative philosophy is legally enshrined in the Artemis Accords, a US-led international agreement that sets forth principles for peaceful and transparent cooperation in space. With dozens of signatory nations, it forms a broad coalition built on a shared vision, standing in contrast to the more state-centric models of its global competitors. Competition between China, US, and other nations. The geopolitical chessboard of this new space race is rapidly organizing into two primary alliances. In one corner there is the US-led coalition of nations that have signed the Artemis Accords, which includes established space powers like Japan, Canada, and the member states of the European Space Agency. In the other corner is the burgeoning partnership between China and Russia, centered on their ambitious plans for a joint international lunar research station, which is steadily attracting its own international partners. However, this is not a simple bipolar conflict. Other nations are carving out their own paths and emerging as significant independent forces. In a spectacular display of technical skill, India's Chandrayaan-3 mission made history in 2023 by becoming the first nation ever to achieve a soft landing near the lunar South Pole. This historic achievement instantly established India as a major player and a critical contender in the search for lunar water ice. The current landscape is a complex and dynamic interplay of national ambition, commercial interests, and strategic alliances. While intense competition is currently driving innovation at a breathtaking pace, the sheer crushing difficulty and expense of operating on the Moon may ultimately force these rivals into a new era of global cooperation. The Moon is no longer just a beautiful light in our sky, it's a destination, a resource depot, and a critical stepping stone to the rest of the cosmos. China's discoveries have opened a new chapter in human exploration, one that will challenge us technologically and force us to decide how we will explore these new frontiers together. What do you believe is the most important resource the moon has to offer? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more explorations into the science and wonder of our universe. Thanks for watching Sci and Why. A massive and mysterious visitor, 3I Atlas, is currently making its way through our solar system, electrifying scientists worldwide and, honestly, challenging our understanding of cosmic visitors. Data collected by NASA has revealed astonishing details that just defy conventional scientific understanding and spark some pretty intense debates about its origin. Some experts now suggest that this interstellar object may be more than just an asteroid or comet. It might actually be an alien spacecraft. Today we delve into the groundbreaking discoveries, the enigmatic nature of 3I Atlas, and the profound implications for humanity's understanding of the cosmos. The breaking discovery. In June 2025, astronomers detected a colossal object moving rapidly through our solar system, immediately distinguishing it from typical asteroids or comets. This became the breaking discovery known as 3I Atlas, representing humanity's third confirmed interstellar visitor. With an estimated diameter between 10 to 20 kilometers, it absolutely dwarfs previous interstellar visitors like the enigmatic Oumuamua, which measured only about 400 meters in length. Early analyses revealed unusual properties that immediately caught scientists' attention, including its incredible speed exceeding typical interstellar velocities, an atypical retrograde orbit that just kind of defies conventional expectations, and a surprisingly metallic surface composition that really challenges our understanding of interstellar objects. These characteristics collectively raised significant eyebrows throughout the international scientific community and sparked intense debate about its true nature. The object's detection has ignited a global race among observatories and research institutions to understand its fundamental nature and ultimate origin. As preliminary data suggests, it may harbor secrets and technologies far beyond the scope of established planetary science and our current understanding of natural cosmic phenomena. The discovery story. The discovery of 3I Atlas was entirely serendipitous, first spotted by the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System or ATLAS network of telescopes located in Hawaii. Within mere hours of the initial detection, telescopes worldwide rapidly pivoted their instruments to observe this enigmatic cosmic intruder racing through our solar system. The International Discovery Team, led by Dr. Larry Deneau from the University of Hawaii, quickly combined ground-based optical data with sophisticated space-based infrared observations to conduct comprehensive analysis of the object's properties and trajectory. Initial identification relied heavily on advanced artificial intelligence algorithms that efficiently sifted through vast streams of astronomical data to isolate the object's unique hyperbolic trajectory and unusual characteristics. Unprecedented coordination among international observatories, including facilities in Chile, Australia, and Europe, ensured rapid data accumulation and cross-verification, enabling researchers to characterize the object's size, shape, velocity, and preliminary composition within just weeks of discovery. This collaborative effort demonstrated the power of modern astronomical networks in detecting and analyzing rare cosmic phenomena that previous generations of astronomers could never have imagined observing with such precision and detail. A stranger in our midst. 3I Atlas is no ordinary cosmic interloper. It fundamentally challenges every scientific expectation and theoretical model for interstellar visitors. Moving in a distinctive hyperbolic retrograde orbit at approximately 58 kilometers per second, the object appears to possess an unusually smooth, highly reflective metallic surface, with anomalous reflectivity properties that really puzzle researchers. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has detected crucial aspects of its surface composition that strongly suggest advanced material properties and engineering techniques, possibly indicating sophisticated artificial construction rather than natural formation processes. The object's behavior and characteristics have created deep divisions within the scientific community. While some researchers desperately advocate for conventional natural explanations involving exotic stellar processes, others increasingly speculate about the possibility of advanced extraterrestrial engineering and technology. The metallic composition shows isotopic ratios that don't match typical solar system materials, suggesting formation under entirely different stellar conditions or through artificial processes unknown to human science. These unprecedented properties make 3I Atlas a focal point for heated debates about the possibility of alien technology visiting our solar system, forcing scientists to reconsider fundamental assumptions about the nature of interstellar objects. The predecessors. Before 3I Atlas arrived to revolutionize our understanding, humanity had confirmed only two other interstellar visitors: the mysterious Oumuamua in 2017 and the more conventional comet Borisov in 2019. Both predecessors were relatively small objects that exhibited behaviors generally consistent with natural cosmic bodies, though Oumuamua's unusual characteristics sparked, some initial controversies. Oumuamua's distinctly elongated cigar-like shape and puzzling non-gravitational acceleration really intrigued scientists worldwide, but ultimately left many fundamental questions completely unanswered about its true nature and origin. Comet Borisov's behavior aligned much more closely with scientific expectations, displaying typical cometary activity, including a visible coma and a distinctive tail as it approached the Sun. Together, these earlier discoveries paved the way for advanced detection techniques and heightened international interest in systematically studying interstellar objects, while also developing the theoretical frameworks necessary for understanding such exotic visitors. The progression from Oumuamua's mysteries through Borisov's conventional behavior to 3I Atlas's unprecedented characteristics illustrates the remarkable diversity of objects traveling through interstellar space, setting the stage for this latest visitor's truly extraordinary and potentially paradigm-shifting arrival in our cosmic neighborhood. The cosmic journey. Traveling at breathtaking speeds through the vast emptiness of interstellar space, 3I Atlas entered our solar system after completing an epic odyssey spanning potentially billions of years across the galaxy. Its precisely calculated trajectory brings it within optimal observational range of Earth for only a critically brief period, creating honestly intense pressure on astronomers to maximize data collection opportunities. Scientists and engineers at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory continuously track its complex course through gravitational fields to better understand the fundamental forces governing such ultra-high-velocity objects during their passage through planetary systems. The object's gravitational interactions with our Sun and major planets provide unique and invaluable data for studying cosmic dynamics and the behavior of matter under extreme conditions rarely observable in nature. Analysis of its ancient journey provides crucial clues about the evolutionary history of distant planetary systems, stellar formation processes, and the mechanisms by which objects can achieve such extraordinary velocities. The object's trajectory suggests it may have originated from a stellar system located hundreds or even thousands of light-years away, having traveled through multiple galactic environments and possibly encountered other star systems during its epic voyage. Its current path will eventually carry it back into the depths of interstellar space, making this encounter a once-in-a-generation opportunity for scientific discovery. A scientific goldmine. 3I Atlas represents an unprecedented scientific goldmine for researchers worldwide, offering unique opportunities to study interstellar materials and processes never before accessible to human science. Its remarkable size and completely unusual physical properties allow for detailed, multi-wavelength observations and sophisticated analytical techniques that would be impossible with smaller objects. Comprehensive observations from telescopes worldwide, including advanced spectroscopy and polarimetry measurements, are gradually revealing complex surface chemistry and internal structure that challenge existing theories about cosmic object formation. International teams of researchers hope to unlock groundbreaking insights into the formation mechanisms of interstellar objects, the fundamental nature of extraterrestrial materials, and possibly revolutionary technological applications if artificial influences are definitively confirmed through ongoing analysis. Collaborative efforts between major space agencies, universities, and research institutions worldwide are working to maximize data collection within the severely limited observational window available before the object moves beyond detection range. The object's unique properties are providing new insights into exotic matter states, advanced materials, science, and possibly propulsion technologies that could revolutionize human space exploration capabilities. Every day of observation yields new discoveries that are, frankly, reshaping our understanding of what's possible in the cosmos, making 3I Atlas one of the most scientifically valuable objects ever studied by human civilization. Unanswered questions. Despite extensive research efforts by leading scientists worldwide, numerous fundamental questions about 3I/Atlas remain completely unanswered, creating scientific mysteries that challenge our current understanding of physics and cosmic phenomena. The object's internal structure, true point of origin, and ultimate purpose continue to be subjects of intense study and honestly increasingly bold speculation among researchers. Highly unusual acceleration patterns and anomalous reflectivity characteristics significantly complicate traditional classification systems and force scientists to develop entirely new theoretical frameworks. The persistent possibility of artificial manipulation or intelligent guidance adds multiple layers of complexity to an already puzzling scientific enigma that, well, just defies conventional explanation. Critical data gaps resulting from limited observation time, government-imposed information restrictions, and the object's extreme distance from Earth continue to hinder efforts to reach definitive conclusions about its nature. The object's behavior patterns suggest responses to external stimuli that could indicate either advanced natural processes or sophisticated artificial intelligence systems operating according to unknown principles. Scientists worldwide emphasize the critical importance of maintaining open minds as theories evolve and new findings emerge, stressing the need for careful balance between healthy scientific skepticism and genuine wonder at phenomena that may represent completely new categories of cosmic objects never before encountered by human civilization. The alien question. So, the controversial alien hypothesis suggests that 3I/Atlas might not actually be a natural cosmic object at all, but rather an advanced extraterrestrial spacecraft, probe, or, some kind of technological artifact from a distant civilization. Prominent supporters of this theory, including Harvard astrophysicist Dr. Avi Loeb, argue that certain observed behaviors and material properties really do provide compelling evidence of intelligent design and sophisticated engineering, honestly, way beyond anything humans are capable of right now. This revolutionary viewpoint fundamentally challenges scientific orthodoxy and the traditional approaches we take to classifying cosmic objects, but it has actually gained significant traction, especially with all the growing evidence of unexplained aerial phenomena and possible technological signatures. The hypothesis points to the object's apparent ability to alter its trajectory, its unusual metallic composition, and its anomalous reflectivity as potential signs of artificial construction and maybe even active guidance systems. If this controversial theory turns out to be accurate, the implications for humanity would be absolutely profound, potentially signaling our very first direct contact with extraterrestrial intelligence, albeit through an uncrewed interstellar emissary or reconnaissance probe. The alien hypothesis has sparked some pretty intense debates within the scientific community about what standards of evidence are really required for such extraordinary claims, and what the potential consequences might be if we actually confirm extraterrestrial technology operating within our solar system. This paradigm-shifting possibility really forces humanity to confront some fundamental questions about our place in the universe and whether or not we're actually ready for contact with advanced alien civilizations. Observing the visitor. Global efforts to observe and study 3I/Atlas have honestly become an outstanding example of international scientific collaboration, with observatories using radio, optical, and infrared technologies all working together to capture every possible bit of fleeting data. Space-based observation platforms, including the James Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, are working in perfect coordination with ground-based observatory arrays, providing comprehensive coverage across multiple electromagnetic spectra. These intensive observations specifically aim to figure out the object's detailed composition, look for any trajectory anomalies that might suggest propulsion, and of course, detect any emissions or technological artifacts that could point to advanced engineering. The coordinated global effort actually involves dozens of major observatories across 6 continents, representing the largest international astronomical collaboration in modern history. Advanced artificial intelligence systems are processing vast amounts of incoming data in real time, searching for patterns and anomalies that might reveal the object's true nature and purpose. Radio telescope arrays are constantly monitoring for any potential signals or communications from the object, while optical instruments track even the tiniest changes in brightness and orientation. This observation campaign really does represent humanity's most sophisticated attempt yet to study a potentially artificial object from beyond our solar system, using every available technological resource to unlock the secrets of this mysterious visitor. Dawn of a new era. The detection and comprehensive study of 3I/Atlas truly herald the dawn of a revolutionary new era in astronomy, planetary defense, and honestly, humanity's understanding of our place within a potentially populated galaxy. With future astronomical surveys like the Vera C. Rubin Observatory expecting to discover dozens of additional interstellar objects every year, humanity is, well, standing right on the cusp of unprecedented cosmic discovery and even potential contact with alien civilizations. These mysterious visitors fundamentally challenge our existing understanding of natural celestial mechanics and really force us to reconsider our planet's position within a galaxy that might actually be teeming with advanced life, sophisticated intelligence, and highly developed technological civilizations. The implications go way beyond just scientific curiosity. They could affect human philosophy, religion, technology development, and even our species' long-term survival strategies in what appears to be a pretty active galactic environment. Advanced detection and analysis systems currently under development will provide early warning and detailed characterization of future interstellar visitors, potentially including genuine alien spacecraft or communication probes. The study of 3I/Atlas has already revolutionized our approach to cosmic object analysis and set new protocols for investigating potentially artificial phenomena from deep space. As our observational capabilities keep expanding and improving, we might soon discover that interstellar visitation is far more common than we ever imagined, fundamentally transforming humanity's cosmic perspective and our understanding of galactic civilization and intelligence. The mysterious visitor 3I/Atlas continues to captivate scientists and space enthusiasts all around the world, revealing cosmic secrets that could fundamentally redefine our place in the universe. As our technology advances, so does our ability to detect and understand these enigmatic interstellar emissaries. So what do you believe 3I/Atlas truly represents? Share your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe to Sci and Y for more cutting-edge cosmic insights, and join us as we explore the ultimate mysteries of space. Until next time, keep watching the skies.